Everyone, and welcome to the latest installment of Applied Marketing Science's 2014 Insights and Innovation Coffee Break webinar series. Today's presentation is entitled Round Up the Usual Suspects, Effective Sampling for Voice of the Customer Research. My name is John Burns. I'm the host of the series and a co-presenter for today. I have 15 years experience helping companies use Voice of the Customer to improve innovation, including extensive experience with sampling for all types of research, qualitative, quantitative, in the US and internationally, among professionals and everyday consumers. My co-presenter today is the Director of Field Operations at Applied Marketing Science, Amanda Smedstad. For the past 5 years, Amanda has been helping clients effectively design qualitative and quantitative samples, among many other tasks. Welcome, Amanda.
Thanks for having me, John.
We're joined, as always, by our colleague, Patty Yanes. Patty is a project director at the company. She will assist to make sure everything goes smoothly, and she'll help with questions at the end. We call our series Coffee Breaks because the purpose of each webinar is to provide a short presentation highlighting a key topic related to innovation and insights. These presentations are not comprehensive, but instead touch upon key points we believe are important to successful innovation. Just so everyone knows, all microphones except ours are on mute to minimize noise so everyone can hear, but we will take questions at the end. And I'd encourage you to submit your questions by typing them in the chat window on the right side of your screen. We're recording the session as well, so if you could turn off the speakers on your computers, we'd appreciate it. Our presentation today will cover 3 topics. First, we'll discuss why sampling is important and the implications of doing it wrong. Second, we'll discuss some of the differences in sampling between quantitative and qualitative research. And finally, we'll discuss a couple of real-world examples of some samples that we've designed for our clients in their Voice of the Customer initiatives. A famous Hollywood movie from the early 1940s can actually help us understand a major problem with how many companies design samples today. Near the end of the famous movie Casablanca, the French police chief witnesses the shooting of a German Nazi officer. When other police officers arrive on the scene to investigate, the police chief does not implicate the real culprit. Instead, he tells his men to, quote, round up the usual suspects. What he means is that, rather than searching for the real perpetrator, they should round up the usual petty criminals about town that they always bring in when they need a sham investigation that will lead nowhere but provide cover to look like they've done something. Unfortunately, many companies practice this very method of sampling in their Voice of the Customer initiatives. They round up the usual suspects. The usual suspects that they round up typically include their best customers, their biggest customers, their most profitable customers, or customers that they know will talk to them because they've done so in the past, or some combination of all of these reasons. Nothing is wrong with including these kinds of customers in your research. In fact, it's highly useful to talk to important customers on a regular basis. But limiting your Voice of the customer sample only to the usual suspects gives you a biased sample. These customers may not reflect the needs, attitudes, and motivations held by others in the marketplace more broadly.